And we're live now. Thank you so much for joining us for another live stream. My name is Danielle Tufano, and I am so excited for this stream that we have for you today. We've had a lot of people reaching out to us, a lot of people really excited because we have a princess that is going to be joining us. And it's not every day that we get to say that we have a princess on our live stream. And I do, before we get started, want to send a big shout out to Parties with Character for helping to make all of this happen. You can create an enchanting experience just for your little one at Parties with Character. Video calls, care packages, and party accessories with princesses and superheroes. Just call 815-762-3656 and you can connect with them that way and have your own little special care package. And so now I'd like to bring to the screen our princess. How are you?
I am so good. Thanks. I'm really excited to be here.
Are you joining us live from Arendelle?
I sure am. I have a special studio set up in the castle in Arendelle. You know, Anna's palace. She's the queen of Arendelle now. And we set up a special studio so that we can continue to connect with our friends. And now that I can control my ice powers, I can make friends with anybody anywhere. So this is really, really fun. Thank you so much for having me, Danielle.
So you do this all around the world, right? I mean, people can connect with you from here in the western suburbs of Chicago, but in a different state, in a different country.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's so fun. You know, I spent so long just in my room trying to conceal, don't feel, put on a show, make one wrong move and everyone will know. But now I get to make friends with anybody I want to, and I love that. I'm so excited. We have some friends that are going to join us today, right?
Yeah, so we're just waiting for everybody to get in, and if anybody wants to type their questions, feel free to just leave them on the comments, like Cindy. And it might be important to let people know that if you're watching with your parents, make sure that you let us know what your child's name is so the princess can say hello to your child as well as the parent. And if you do want to join our live stream, I did post the link to join the video, and you can actually interact with the princess yourself. That's on our website, 959theriver.com. That's on our Facebook page, and we're just going to have some fun and maybe tell some stories and maybe do some songs, which I'm so excited for.
Yep, those are all my favorites. And hello to Cindy. It's really nice to have you. And good morning, El Toro. Oh my goodness. You know, they've made 2 movies about my stories because we were just really excited about all the things we learned. Ava, Sadie, and Maya, good morning to you. I'm so glad you're here with us. You know, when I was learning to control my powers, I thought everyone needs to learn how to do this because when you're learning how to do something new, it takes all kinds of practice. And Amelia, I bet you're good at practicing things too. Hi. And I think it's awesome that you're wearing a shirt with my picture on it. It's almost like I'm giving you a hug, right? Hi, Claire. Hi, Nora. We're really glad you're here. Of course, you can ask me any questions you like to. You know, those 2 movies that they made about us, the second one might have a lot of questions, right? There were some really surprising things that happened. Aiden, did you see that movie? Do you have any questions about it? Here's the thing. My powers were getting stronger every day, and you know I was getting better at practicing them. So I really wanted to learn more. Do you like to learn too, like I do? I bet you do. Ava, I love you too. Oh my gosh, it's so exciting to see some of my old friends. I've been missing you, Ava. So have you learned how to do anything? Have you practiced anything that you're really proud of? Maybe riding a 2-wheeler? I don't know. Danielle, have you practiced anything that you're really proud of?
Sidewalk chalk lately. I've been doing a lot of sidewalk chalk. Now that we've been at home, it's nice to draw out on the sidewalk and leave people fun messages.
That's so wonderful. Spreading sunshine. What a fun way to connect with people. I think maybe we should do that in Arendelle. Anna is trying to find ways to connect with everybody. And I love it that, Cindy, you're connecting with your granddaughter and letting us spend time with you today. That makes me so happy. So maybe another way that we can connect is by doing chalk on each other's sidewalks. We do have some chalk in Arendelle. There are some things that are similar that you might be surprised about between Arendelle and everywhere else, you know? People, no matter where we are, no matter who we are, there's always something you can find in common, right? Claire, oh, not only do you have an Elsa dress, you have Elsa's shoes too. That makes me so happy. You know, I made this dress for myself, and you probably remember when I did because it was right after my coronation and my sister had taken my glove off. I was really nervous because I knew that without those gloves, I didn't have enough practice yet to control my powers. Do you remember that, Briella? Do you remember that? Oh my goodness. Anna, it's so nice to see you. And I love it that you're wearing your Elsa dresses too. Is it the same one? I have quite a few different dresses from different adventures. Hi, Macy. So you know about all those different dresses, right? Did you see the white one? I feel like that's a gift from my mother. She gave it to me when I was in Otahalan, you know? And part of learning more about myself was just giving myself the practice. So the very first time I practiced my ice powers was when I ran up the North Mountain and I was singing, let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go. Turn away and slam the door. You probably remember what I did besides making this dress, right? I built Olaf again. I didn't even know he was real. But, well, I didn't know he was going to come to life and be able to talk and pop his own head off and slide down the mountain on his belly. He's one of my best friends, and I'm really glad that I remade him. But, you know, when I was singing that song, I also made something really big. If you know what it is, put it in a comment. Quinn, you have an Elsa dress and one for my sister Anna? That's awesome. Anna is my very, very best friend. Danielle, who's your best friend? Do you have a best friend?
I do, and I think you've actually met her before. Her name is Dana.
I have met Dana, yeah. Happy birthday, Dana, by the way.
Today is her birthday.
Mm-hmm. Birthdays are really special to me because I never, ever got to celebrate my birthday with my sister when I was little. Of course, I was in my room all alone trying to not freeze anybody. And when I had the very first birthday where I got to celebrate it with Anna, my best friend, it just made me so super happy. Now here's another way that you can connect with people, right? I made a scavenger hunt all throughout Arendelle. And I woke her up in the morning, which she really likes to sleep in, you know. And I woke her up and I took her all the way through Arendelle on this scavenger hunt to find all of these gifts. And we were both surprised. Birthday surprises are the best. We were both really surprised by something. And I'll tell you about that in just a second. Because Ava, you definitely got it right. An ice castle, that's what I built. If you had ice powers, what would you make with them? Danielle, what would you make with ice powers if you had any?
Maybe like an ice cold treat, like a nice ice cream.
That is such a good idea. Autumn, hi, Jack. What would you make with your ice powers if you had them? I think maybe it might have something to do with an ice castle, possibly. I think it would be a good idea if I filled an entire room of my ice castle with ice cream and popsicles. What do you think? Would you come visit me if I did, Danielle?
Of course I would.
Ice cream happens to be my favorite dessert. My favorite flavor is vanilla, but I like them all, to be honest. Now, the surprise I was mentioning that I made for my sister Anna was a surprise for me too, because I had a cold. So, you know, sometimes when you have a cold, you sneeze. So whenever I sneezed, this little cloud would pop up behind me and tiny little snowmen would come out and they just start running around Arendelle. They caused a little bit of mischief, of course, as they do. And this is what they look like. Anna and I like to do crafts together, which is another fun thing you can do when you're at home. And I did do some crafts in my room, actually. We had a royal crafter who would drop off little craft kits for me to do when I was in my room by myself, and it was really fun. So this is what they look like. Little snow geese. There are about 1,000 of them running around in Arendelle. So birthdays are extra special to me. And now we have birthday snow geese. They mostly live up in my ice castle now, so I think they truly appreciate the frozen treats. Autumn, that's a good idea. Make it snow whenever you want it to, but you have to remember that some people actually like summer better. Do you know some of my friends who like summer better? I'll give you a clue. We'll play a little game. So one of the people that I know and love that likes summer better than winter. She often has braids in her hair, often more than one. I usually just have one. And she's my very best friend. She's my very favorite person. And she always tries to do the next right thing. Do you know who it is? If you know, you can type a comment and let me know. Now, the other person that likes summer better is, of course, this guy. You know who that is? Danielle, have you ever met this guy before?
Not in person, so I'm so glad that he's here.
This is actually a plushie. Yeah, Amelia, you were right. Anna and Olaf are both definitely big fans of summer. They're okay with the winter, but summer is their favorite. Anna wishes I had tropical powers, and I don't blame her. But she loves me just how I am. And Autumn, you got it right too. Anna and Olaf, both of them. So Olaf, since he loves summer so much, of course, he's made out of snow. And you know that this is not the real Olaf because he's sitting still and he's being quiet, which is something that the real Olaf never, ever does. So the real Olaf right now, he couldn't come on with me today because he's at the beach looking for Samantha. Hopefully he'll be able to find her. We shall see. But we wanted to keep him safe. So I made him his own little personal flurry so it can snow down on him all the time to keep him frozen. And then I made him something even better. So it's called permafrost. And he can even swim in the water now, even though he's made out of snow. It's almost like a snow armor all around him. But don't worry, he can still pop off his head and do charades. Danielle, have you ever played charades before?
I have. I'm not very good at it, though.
Me either. Olaf is the best because he can rearrange, but Anna is really good too. Actually, Christoph is really good as well. I think Sven might possibly be on my level as far as skills go with charades, but I think we should play some charades and see if our friends can guess what we're doing. Amelia, oh, now you know where Olaf is. He's at the beach looking for Samantha, and I hope he finds her because he's been looking for a long time. I have a friend named Samantha, but he hasn't gotten to meet her yet, so he's still on the lookout. But don't worry, he's got his permafrost, so he will be just fine. Okay, are you ready for some charades?
I am. And so the comments are coming through in a little bit of a delay. So we'll talk, you can act one out, and then we might have to give it just a little bit of time for people to join. I do want to remind people, we would love it if you wanted to join our video. Nobody's wanted to join our video yet. So if you want to interact with the princess, just click the link that I'm putting in the comments on our social media pages. I'll put it again right now.
And then I can see your Elsa dresses and your Elsa shoes, and we can visit. So here's my first charade. Okay, are you ready?
I'm gonna try.
Okay, if you don't guess, it's probably not your fault. Again, I am nowhere up to par with Olaf on this game, but it's one of our favorites. Okay, here we go.
Looks like you're swimming.
You're right. I am swimming. Good job. Very good. So, do any of our friends watching, do you know when I learned how to swim? Probably not, but now that we're friends, I will tell you. So, you saw in the first Frozen, when I was running away up the North Mountain, there's a fjord all around Arendelle. A fjord is like, well, Arendelle is in Norway, and bodies of water surrounding a town, we call them a fjord. And when I walked on that water, the moment my toes touched it, it turned to ice. And that's why I haven't been able to ever swim before, because it would just turn to ice. I did a whole lot of ice skating, but not a lot of swimming. Except, remember that whole practice thing we were talking about? You practicing all of your chalk art, and I'm practicing my ice powers, of course. So all of that practice allowed me to go underneath the water. I probably had to try about 500 times. I lost count, but it's got to be somewhere around 500. But I know some of you said that you saw Frozen 2. So when you saw me dive under the waves, that is because I practiced over and over again, and now I can swim. And I actually met somebody pretty amazing when I was swimming under the water, and he took me to Holland. So Danielle, have you seen Frozen 2 before?
Not yet, I haven't. I'm waiting for my niece to watch it. We haven't had a chance to connect together and watch it together.
That is a really good idea. I think you will like it. And I will be careful not to give anything super important away, but here's something that I am so happy about. I ended up in Holland. Did you see that, Joshua? Have you seen Frozen 2?
Joshua, you might have to take your mic off mute, or your microphone off mute, if you know how to do that down at the bottom. By the microphone, you should be able to unmute your microphone. Oh, he might have to go get his mom. Well, we'll have him hop back on once he gets his adult to help him.
Good, that's perfect. So while he's doing that, I'll tell you that when I dove under the water, I met one of the 5 spirits. So there are 5 spirits in the Enchanted Forest surrounding Arendelle. Hey, Joshua. Is Joshua your name?
Joshua, do you know how to unmute your microphone? Do you know how to unmute it? Down at the bottom of the screen?
You know what, Joshua? Even if you don't know how to turn your microphone on, so I can't hear you, but that means we can play charades.
We should be able to hear him now. Can you say hi, Joshua? Maybe
hi! Joshua, did you see me on TV before? Yeah? Did you? Would you like to play a game with me? Yeah, if you want to play a game with me, can you give me a thumbs up? Oh, awesome. Good job. Okay, so here's the game. I want you to act out something, and I'll try and guess what it is. Can you pretend to be an animal? And then Danielle and I will try to guess which one. The Enchanted Forest is full of amazing animals. Do you want to? If you want to pretend to be an animal so we can guess, go ahead and do it. Or I'll go first, and we'll see if you guys can guess who I am, okay? All right, ready? Here we go.
Ooh, I think I might know, but I'll let Joshua guess first. Do you know what kind of animal she was?
What do you think? Was I an elephant? Was I a rock giant? Was I the wind gale? Was I a bunny? What do you think, Danielle? Was I an elephant?
I was thinking maybe a bunny. It looks like a bunny. So Briella and Anna, if you could just turn down the volume in the background just a little bit, because it's feeding back just a little bit. But it's so happy. It's so great to see you guys.
Hi. I love getting to see you.
Oh, I know.
It is so nice to be with you. How are you?
There's a lot going on over there.
Mm-hmm. It's probably because you two are big sisters, aren't you? Yeah. Now, being a sister is a really important job, right? And being a brother is an important job too. I think being a human is an important job, right? It's important to be as kind to each other as we can be. And Briella, what do you do to be a good big sister? I can hear everything you say. What do you do to be a good sister, Briella?
Oh, you know what? Here.
Briella, do you share with your sister sometimes, like toys and stuff? Do you guys share toys?
Yep. Yep.
That's perfect. So I think you've definitely earned your crown. Do you know how a princess or a queen or a prince earns their crown?
I don't.
I want to tell you because you've earned yours. That's why I'm glad you're wearing one.
You know how I earned it? I can really earn it. I got this costume for my birthday.
Did you really? Well, you know
Yes.
what? Somebody who loves you wanted to give you that because you earned a crown, just like how a princess does, by being kind and by being a good helper. You're a good helper.
I have different crowns too.
Do you? How many
lot.
crowns do you think you have? Too many to count?
Yeah. Like we have a whole basket of arts. We have a whole basket of dress up stuff, but it can't really fit everything.
Wow, that's extra exciting if you have too many to even fit in your box.
Well, I different stuff too, like wines, and.
You're gonna be on TV.
I love it.
Look, you're on there.
Hi, Claire.
Say hi.
Hello, Claire. I'm glad you're here. I'm all the way in Arendelle. And can you see both of us on TV?
I think she's looking at herself on the TV.
Can you find Claire on the TV? Where are you? Now, we're going to play freeze dance, okay? I am going to sing, but when I say freeze, I want you to freeze, okay?
So you dance and then freeze when the music.
Exactly. Good job.
And then when it does, you dance. Yeah.
But I won't really freeze you. It's just for pretend. You know I can control my ice powers. You trust me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, so I'm going to sing. Are you ready to dance?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Every day is a little harder as I feel my power grow. You can dance now. Don't you know there's part of me that loves to go? Freeze. Good job! You froze. Okay, we'll do another one. For the first time in forever, I'm getting what I'm dreaming of. Freeze. Good job! You're a good singer, Claire. I love it. Now, here's another one. I am going to sing Amelia. Hi. I like it that you have me and Anna on your shirt. It's so nice to see you. Hello to Amelia's family.
So just to really quick, just to remind parents that if you're watching the stream separately, it's on a little bit of a delay. So if you could turn down the volume on the stream, if you're watching it separately, then we won't get that feedback because we want everybody to be able to hear the princess and talk to the princess. So.
Hi, Amelia. I'm going to blow you a kiss. Can you all catch my kiss? Here it comes.
Catch your kiss.
Amelia, thank you. I got your kiss. I'm going to put it right here. Here's another one. Oh, good job. Can you put my kiss? Oh, I got another one. I'm going to put this one on my nose. Hi, Joshua. Can you catch my kiss, Joshua? Here it comes. Oh, good job. You got it. Can you put it right on your heart? All right, Anna, I have one for you. And Claire, here's a kiss for you. Ready? Here it comes. Good job. Now, when I went to Atahalan and I was riding on the water horse, do you remember that?
Yes.
Do you remember when she was riding on a water horse?
And I was wearing the dress that you have on your shirt, Amelia, wasn't I?
No.
I was. And when I got there, I heard the voice. Can you sing like that? Amelia, your microphone is off, but I bet you have a beautiful singing voice. I'm going to sing it, and I want you to sing back. Ready?
That's me. That's me.
That's right. And in Atahalan, I did get to learn more about my powers. Do you think I had my powers when I was a baby?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I did. I had my powers right when I was born. That means it's okay that I have ice powers. Do you think I should try to get rid of my ice powers, or should I keep them?
Keep them. Keep them.
Do you all think I should keep them? I think I should keep them too. I used to want to get rid of them because they made me different, but is it okay to be friends with someone who's different from you?
Yeah.
Of course it is, right? There are lots of things that make us the same. Like, I like to sing. Do any of you like to sing?
Yeah.
Yeah? Danielle, do you like to sing?
I don't do it very well. I like to hear singing better than actually do singing.
See, so that's something that makes us different, right? Danielle doesn't like to sing as much, but I like to sing. But we can still be friends, right? Even though we're different. Anna and I are very different, right? My sister and I. Anna really likes to play outside, and I like to read books inside. But that's okay. We can take turns, right? Briella and Anna, I bet you're good at taking turns with each other, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So something else that I learned about me is that it's good to have my ice powers. I love being me now. You are the one you've been waiting for all of your life. Oh, show yourself. Amelia, can you see your shirt on the TV? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're looking at your own shirt up there on the screen, huh? And look, I have something that matches. Look at this. Who's that?
Who is that? No.
Who's that?
That's Anna, huh? And she matches the Anna on your shirt. Same outfit that she has, right?
The same one.
And we were talking about my crown earlier. Do I have a crown on right now?
No.
Nope. But am I still a princess or a queen even though I don't have my crown on?
Princess.
Yeah, I'm a princess and I don't need a crown for that, right? Crowns are fun to wear. But even if I take it off, I'm still a princess. Do you remember when I took my crown off? I was on the North Mountain. Yep, it was on my head just like that, Amelia, and I took it off and I threw it and I said,
Okay.
I'm never going back. The past is in the past.
Wait, Elsa, I'm matching that dress that you're wearing in that song.
I know. Let's sing together. Ready? Let it go. Let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go. Let it go. Turn away and slam the door. I don't care what they're going to say. Let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway. That's right. The cold never bothered me at all. What's your favorite? We'll see if this is the same or different. Who likes winter the best to play in the snow? If you like winter the best, put your finger on your nose.
Do you like winter?
I like all of them. So I put my finger on my nose.
Perfect. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, now take your finger off. If you like summer the best, put your finger on top of your head. Ooh, I like it that you enjoy all the seasons. And Danielle, summer's your favorite?
Yeah, I like the warmth. I like swimming and being warm out in the sun and being able to play outside.
I love those things too, actually. Summer is not my favorite. Winter's my favorite, but summer's really fun. Now that I can swim, summer is extra fun. Anna, what do you like the most about the summer?
Tongue in your mouth.
Anna, what do you like the most about the summer? Do you like swimming like Danielle and I do?
Yeah.
Do you like the sunshine? Yeah.
I like all of them. I like spring. There's different stuff that I like about the seasons. I love about winter because I like to make snowmen, and I also like to play in the snow, and I don't like to make snow angels. But I also do like to make footprints, and I try to make scavenger hunt. And make
Really? Like what I did for Anna on her birthday?
Yeah.
How fun! What were you making, Sam?
And I like about summer because I used to swim and swim on top of the best summer house.
Oh, I love that. How fun!
It's so close to us. And I like to take stuff.
So just a reminder to Ava, Sadie, and Maya's parents, if you're watching the stream in the background, if you can turn it down just a little bit because it'll feed back because there's a little bit of a delay. We want everybody to be able to hear the princess.
Hi, Eva, Sadie, Maya. So I want to know your name. Turn your microphone on and say hi and tell me your name. Maya,
It's like
There we go.
how about Sadie? Can you wave so I know it's you? And Ava, can you twirl so I know it's you? Ava, that was a lovely twirl. Very well done. So I see. Oh, beautiful. Now, I bet you've probably seen me on TV, right? Have you seen the movies they made about me, the cartoons?
Yeah.
Yeah. And did your grown-up too? Is that your dad? Hi. So, do you think maybe we should play freeze dance again now that we have some more friends? Would you guys like to play freeze dance since you're so good at twirling? If you'd like to play freeze dance, give me a thumbs up. Okay, so Amelia, since you are sitting, we're gonna play freeze dance. You can freeze. Okay? Amelia, while I'm Amelia, you can help me sing, and can you practice your ice powers? I want you all to show me how you can pretend to have ice powers, okay? On 3, we're gonna do ice powers. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Freeze! Can you do it with me? Can you freeze with me? Ready? Freeze! Good job. Okay, so I'm going to sing and I want you to dance, but when I freeze like this, I want you to stop whatever you're doing and pretend you're frozen, okay? I promise I won't really freeze you. Okay, and Amelia, you can dance with your arms, okay? Are you ready? That's so perfect. All right. Every inch of me is trembling, but not from the cold. Something is familiar. Can you do some twirls? Like a dream I can reach, but not quite hold. I can sense you there. Freeze. Good freezing. Okay, I'm going to blow you a kiss to unfreeze you. True love can thaw a frozen heart. Like a friend I've always known. I'm arriving. And like I am home. Freeze. Good job. Here's a kiss so you can be unfrozen. Okay. Are you ready for another game?
Yeah.
This game is called Guess My Friend. So for this game, I am going to give clues about someone that I love and know, and you can guess. Danielle, have you seen the first Frozen movie?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so we'll start with friends that you met in that movie. So the first clue is this person, let's see, this friend loves ice as much as I do.
Who loves icy wishes?
What do you think? Thank you for raising your hand. Ava?
Krista.
Kristoff, you guys are good. That's exactly right. Okay, so here's another one. This friend likes to ride bikes in fancy dresses. I don't recommend this, but she does it sometimes. Would you like another clue? Okay. Another clue is she loves chocolate. You're so good. Yep. Okay, so my next one is this friend. Let's see. This friend sang me lullabies when I was little.
Your mother.
Yeah, that's right. You know the lullaby she sang to me? There's a river full of memories. Sleep, my darling, sing song. So when I was sleeping one day, I heard this voice and it was trying to draw me into the Enchanted Forest, but I thought it was just trying to wake me up. No one else in Arendelle could hear it, and it sounded like this. Exactly. So at first I thought I didn't want to follow it. And all I could think was I just wanted to sleep because I was really tired. What do you want? Because you've been keeping me awake. Are you here to distract me?
Just so you know, I'm going to take myself off the screen because we have another friend waiting. We can only get 6 people on the screen, so I'm just going to hop off the video and we can have another friend join.
Okay. Bye, Danielle.
Brittany.
Hi, Ashley. Oh, your blue sparkles make me happy. We match. We were just talking about how I was trying to sleep, but I kept hearing this voice. Can you all do the voice for her so she knows what it sounds like? Good job. Now, I want to play a game with you. I want to see if you can wake me up doing that voice. Let's see. Ready? What do you want? Because you've been keeping me awake. Do you think if I fell asleep even more, could you still wake me up? Here we go. Let's try it. Oh, you did it. I fell asleep for real. Was I snoring?
Yeah.
That's embarrassing. Well, when I heard that voice, I thought, I don't even want to go. If you heard that voice, would you all want to go into the Enchanted Forest or would you want to stay at home?
No.
If you want to go into the Enchanted Forest, I want you to clap. Can you do it? Would you want to go into the Enchanted Forest? Yeah?
And I want to do it with everybody.
Would you? It's better when you have people to go with you, right? Okay, so let's pretend that we are going to go into the Enchanted Forest. What's the only way to part the mist? Who knows? What do you need to part the mist? Do you think ice cream can part the mist? Ava, did you think ice cream would do it? How did I part the mist? How come I could do it, but
Ice powers.
Yep, that's right, my ice powers. So let's use our ice powers to part the mist so we can go into the Enchanted Forest. Ready? Put your hands out with me. All you have to do is touch it. Here, ready? 1, 2, 3. Touch. Good job. So now let's pretend we're in the Enchanted Forest. Who do you think we're going to meet first? Raise your hand if you want to say who you think we'll meet first in the Enchanted Forest. Is that Sadie raising her hand? Yeah, Sadie, who do you think we're going to meet first?
Who will be first?
Olaf.
Who will be first?
I would be.
Sadie, do you think we would meet Gail or Nat first? Gail is the wind spirit, remember? And Nat is the water spirit. Who do you think we'll meet first?
Arendelle guards.
What? The Arendelle guards? Yes, that's right. Absolutely. And they've been there for a long time, right? Briella and Anna, if you met those Arendelle guards, would you want to help them get out of the Enchanted Forest? Yes. Ashley, do you remember what we needed to do to get out of the forest? How did we get out?
You don't need it.
Break down the
Your
fence.
ice power.
I didn't use my ice powers to help, right? But we needed to break something. Amelia, what did we need to break to get out of the Enchanted Forest? The rock monsters helped us to break it, and it was Anna's idea. Do you remember?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Was it a big stone wall that'll never fall? But of course,
That is true.
that's right. Some things never change. Like how I'm holding on tight to you.
Daddy, where's my Arendelle that sings?
What?
Not sure.
What did you say? Oh, Arendelle likes to sing.
Here's her flower.
We definitely do like to sing. So we had to break down. We had to break down that big stone wall. Remember? Maya, what do you have in your hand? Are those Did your shoes make a song?
Where's the dog? Where's Elsa dog?
Briella,
What?
who do you think we would meet next in the Enchanted Forest? We already met the Arendelle guards. And who do you think would be next? Who would you like to meet in the Enchanted Forest?
Gail?
Gail.
Yes, Gail's so fun. Does Gail come and visit you sometimes? Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, so like on my birthday, remember when you sent me that thing, like that letter with my birthday presents?
Yes, I
It
do.
was all wet outside. It was just after the rain. Did the water spirit give it to me?
You know what? I haven't met the water spirit yet by that time. But, you know, and plus, here's the thing. Can the water spirit get out of the water? What do you think?
I know that she's your dog. That's her name.
I have a lot of bathing suits. So I went to the Enchanted Forest and I would bring a lot of different clothes and I would bring a lot of different of my bathing suits. Bye.
That's a good idea. That's a very good idea. And he can actually come out of the water, but he only likes to go places out of the water if I'm with him. He doesn't like to go by himself yet. So it wasn't him who brought that card to you. But do you know who did help, Briella?
Who?
This is my royal postmaster.
Anna.
Oh, my royal postmaster's name is actually Brian, and he helped me to get the letter to you. I'm glad you liked it.
So just so everybody knows, we have about 15 minutes left. So if anybody has questions over the next 15 minutes, you guys can ask. If not, the princess will just keep talking and storytelling and making us all smile.
Bye-bye, Elsa. Bye-bye, Elsa.
But we're not going yet. You're welcome to stay a little bit if you want.
Amelia, is it time for you to go?
Yes.
Is it?
Yep.
Well, Amelia, I love you. Thank you for playing with me this morning. Thanks for being such a good arm dancer. I think you're the best arm dancer I've ever seen. Can you blow me a kiss before you go? Oh, thank you. I'll put that one right on, how about right on this snowflake in my braid? Okay. Bye, Amelia. Okay. So I have another friend for you to guess because you're all so good at this game. So this friend has sticks for hair. Do any of you know who it is?
Yeah. Olaf.
It's Olaf, that's right. And Sadie, do you have a doll? Who is that? Is that Anna? Look at
It's me.
It's lovely. Welcome back, Ashley. So we are playing a game where I'm going to give clues and you guess who I'm giving clues about. So the next one is, are you ready? Do you want a really hard one or do you want an easier one?
A hard one.
A hard one? Okay, here we go. So this one, he dances like a chicken.
Who dances like a chicken? Do you remember? From the first one.
I can give you another clue if you want. You can guess or you can ask for another clue.
I forget.
I know it, but I know it, but I just don't remember his name.
That's okay. His name isn't super important anyways. He's not very nice, and we never trade with them anymore. What did you say, Maya?
Listen.
Were you thinking of the Duke of Weaseltown?
Yeah.
Weaseltown.
Yep, that's right. Okay, so here's another one. This person This person finished Anna's sandwiches. Who do you think it is? Now Anna finishes her own sandwiches, which is much better. I'll give you another clue about this guy. He has 12 brothers.
Hans.
Yep, Prince Hans. Remember, he and Anna said, we finish each other's sandwiches. Remember? But really, she finishes her own sandwiches now because Prince Hans, do you think, is Anna going to marry Prince Hans or Kristoff? Who do you think she should marry?
Kristoff.
Yep, you are right. Those shoes are lovely. Are those made of ice, Sadie? I think they're very beautiful. The snowflake and everything.
Elsa.
Yes. Wow. Is that my face on your shoes?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm on your feet every day. Quinn, hello. I'm so glad you're here. I can see you. Let's test it and make sure I can see you. Can you spin around?
Yeah.
Can
I
you
got
do it?
one.
Oh,
Baby.
Quinn, are you a big sister?
Uh-huh.
And what do you do to be a good big sister? I'm always looking for ideas for how to be a good big sister.
The baby named Lennon.
Yeah. And do you take care of your baby?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you share?
Yeah.
I'm proud of you. Being a big sister is a big, important job, isn't it? Yeah.
I was second base. I think Papa. Lily's behind us on the house watching me.
Being a good girl, you always
Yeah. Duh. I love you.
don't feel. Put on a show. Do you know who this is? Uh-huh. We're going to play a game called I Spy. Have you played that before?
Yeah, but Elsa, I know what we're gonna do today.
What are you going to do, Briella?
Daddy gets back home and he has to pick up some stuff if I make something, but we don't have it. Like rhubarb, we're gonna make strawberry rhubarb pies.
You are? Are you going to help?
Yep. Yeah. We have nitro syrup. We have to trust the strawberry. And I was rainbow, but I do purple. But we're gonna use the strawberries that we picked.
Oh my goodness, that's so exciting. Guess what? One of my favorite things about you girls is how helpful you are. I have always loved that about you. And I love being friends with you. I think about you all the time when we're not together. Oh, Ashley, can you all see Ashley's toy?
Yeah.
Look at that. Welcome back, Sadie and Maya. We're going to play a game. We're going to play I Spy. I spy with my little eyes something orange. What do you think it is?
The leaves.
Oh, good guess.
Olaf knows.
Yep, it's Olaf knows. Good job. Ashley, look at all of your toys. Hang and spin. I love that. Oh my goodness. And now you have a doll of me.
I don't want to come. I have Elsa.
You do. It's wonderful. I think you did a good job of making the doll look like how I really want it. You have one too. What did you say, Anna?
I couldn't find the shoe.
I got two. I was just at two.
You do? So then you can give them a hug anytime and it's like I'm there hugging you. That makes me happy. Look at that big skin. Does it have sparkly antlers, Quinn? That's so cool. I love it. Wonderful. Oh my goodness. It looks just like Anna.
We have a bunch and bunch and bunch. We have all of our doll houses are filled with dolls. And even there's a lot up here too.
I'm not surprised to go with your overflowing box of princess accessories. I love it. Danielle, did you have a favorite toy when you were growing up?
I had a little stuffed animal. It was a little dog. He was brown, and I named him Boxer.
Aw, do you still have Boxer?
I do.
That makes me happy. I still have my favorite toy too from when I was little. Do any of you know who that was? Did you see Olaf's Frozen Adventure?
No.
Well, I will tell you a little bit about the story, Briella, since you didn't see it. And Maya, you can unmute and tell me the name of that if you know. Ava, my friend. Hi, sweetheart.
I'm here.
I was hoping that I would get to see you today. Thanks for bringing Olaf too. I'm really glad you're here. We were just talking about our favorite toys. So my favorite toy, he was in the attic up in the castle, and I haven't seen him in a long time. He's somebody who I used to cuddle all the time when I was alone in my room, trying to conceal, don't feel, put on a show, make one wrong move and everyone will know. But then You know, I was able to go out and make real friends and learn how to control my powers. And so he ended up in the attic. Briella, do you know that my little toy that I loved so much was a penguin, a stuffed penguin? Maya, do you know his name? I made up his name. It's a very silly name. It's very hard to remember, too. Do you know what it was, Maya?
She thinks
Or do you want me to tell you?
No, I don't know. It's
When you hear it, you'll be very surprised because it's a made-up name that's very silly. Sir Jorgen Bjorgen. That was
I forgot that name.
it's not surprising, right? It's a very long name to remember.
Yeah.
So we have about 5 minutes left just to let everybody know if you guys have any questions that you want to ask before we wrap up for the day.
Okay.
I have another question. Like
Please
we
ask
have,
me.
we have toys all around the house. Like, do you know what? We have a whole basement that's all messy.
Because you make memories in there.
Yeah, we have almost every single toy.
Every
Every single house. Yep. We don't clean up a lot.
Do you sing Let It Go?
We clean up.
I would love to. I will sing Let It Go in just a moment. Welcome back, Quinn. Briella and Anna were just telling us about all the toys that they have. So, you know what? I know you're grown up. You know that. I'm friends with your grown-ups, Briella and Anna. And guess what? I know they love you a lot. And I hope that you say thank you to them every single day for all the toys that you have. I said thank you to my mom every day for Sir Jorgen Bjorgen. Maya, what would you like to ask?
Are we gonna have
I
Are
could
we-
only,
one of these with Anna?
I don't know. That's a good question. They haven't
where-
asked that. Right
Where's
now, Anna is in the Queen's meeting. You know, she's the Queen in Arendelle now. So every day she has a meeting about taking care of the people in our kingdom. That's where she is right now. Would you like me to tell her when I see her? Okay. We'll be having dinner and playing charades tonight. We're having an extra charades night. Always on Friday, but we've been having some extra charades nights. So I will tell her that you said hi, Maria.
that was weird.
Now, when I, of course, was figuring out about my ice powers, you know, I went all the way up the North Mountain, and I just wanted to see what my powers could do. It's time to see what I can do to test the limits and break through. No right, no wrong, no rules for me. I'm free. Can you sing with me? Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go. Turn away and slam the door. I don't care what they're going to say. Let the storm rain on. The cold never bothered me anyway. Hi, Giovanna. Did you know that song? I'm glad that you're here with us today. Now, before we go, I think we have 2 more minutes together, just a little less than that. I want all of you to remember that you are perfect just the way you are. Don't try to change who you are. You should love everything about yourself. And guess what? Just like I learned how to control my powers and I practice them, you can practice being the best you that you can be. And then you will be even more happy. You are the one you've been waiting for all of your life. Show yourself. Danielle, is there anything that you would like to ask or anything that you'd like to say before it's time for us to say goodbye?
I just had so much fun with you, and I'm so glad that you were able to join us. Oh, I think maybe Briella has a question.
Yes, Briella?
Where is Anna and Kristoff?
Well, Anna right now is in her Queen's meeting, remember? But Kristoff is getting a picnic ready. You know they love their picnics. I think I told you that before on your birthday. They love picnics, and so he's getting one ready. It's almost lunchtime in Arendelle. So they're going to go on a picnic when her meeting is done.
I do want to say, before we wrap up, a huge thank you to Parties with Character. That's how we actually connected with our princess today. They do video calls and care packages and party appearances. So parents out there, if you're looking for a princess or maybe a superhero, 815-762-3656. And I'll actually have it scroll for the last minute or so on the bottom of the screen so you can write down that phone number to get your own personal hello from a princess or superhero. What are some of the superheroes that you've seen and worked with before?
Oh, that's a good question. So my friend Jessica, she's the one who started Parties with Character because she knew that I would love to make new friends now that I can control my powers. And since then, she's been friends with all kinds of superheroes too, and I've gotten to meet them even. So she's friends with Wonder Woman, Batgirl, Supergirl. She's even friends with Captain Marvel too. So yeah.
What about some of the other princesses that you've worked Jessica has worked with?
Oh, so I introduced Jessica to a bunch of my friends. Of course, Anna and Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, Aurora. You may know her as Briar Rose. And also Belle, of course. She's one of my best friends. She and I both love to read. And let's see. Oh, I have
Belle.
Yes, I see you have a yellow dress on. It reminds me of Belle's, actually.
You know what? Like, Belle actually did a story time right before this.
Oh my goodness. Are you friends with Belle too?
Yeah, I'm friends with all the princesses.
I didn't even realize, but I'm not surprised. You know, Jessica's even friends with Barbie and Mal from Descendants. I've been thinking about maybe moving to Oregon. I don't know. But she's even friends with a pirate and fairies. I hear she's getting to meet Tinkerbell soon.
Ooh.
And she's friends with Ariel too.
Ooh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody have any last questions before we wrap up here today? It was thank you so much for joining us, Elsa, and giving us all a big smile today and making us all feel welcome and so happy.
I'm so glad that we're friends. Thank you very much for spending time with me today. Ava, thanks for bringing Olaf to play with us. I love you.
Elsa, I'm friends with all the fairies, and I already met Tinkerbell, and I'm friends with all the pirates. I'm friends with all the pirates that I know.
Oh my goodness, how wonderful is that? You're a very good friend.
I've seen all the movies. I've seen all the movies, but I can't remember if I've seen Tiana or Sleeping.
Well, there's still time.
Or Snow White or Cinderella. I can't remember if I've seen those.
You know what? I'm sure they would love to be friends with you. And you know, your mom has lots of famous friends, so maybe you could find a way to write them a letter or something. You can ask her.
Yeah, we already write them a letter. Lily write Elsa you a letter, and I will reply to a letter, and Anna will Cinderella a letter.
Oh yeah, of course. We're friends with Rapunzel too. Yeah. It's hard to remember all your friends when you have so many, right, Briella?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I even have a best friend that's just 2 noisy neighbors away from me.
Really?
That's my bus stop. That's my bus stop.
Oh, how perfect.
And that's also my friend's house.
I love that.
I've been there before too. He's been here before.
Can we all be friends too?
Yeah, he's Bobby. That's his name.
Well, Briella and Ava and Sadie and Maya and the other Ava and Anna, thank you guys all so much for joining our video with Elsa. It really means a lot to everybody. So we're going to wrap up, and should we all wave bye to the princess?
Thank
Goodbye.
you.
One more question. I have one more question.
What's your question?
I want to tell that Bobby's name. He's my friend, but Bobby actually his nickname.
Is Robert his actual name?
Yep, Robert.
You have a nickname, Briella?
Yep, Briella Bean, Gabriella. I don't really have. I can't remember all of them.
Well, that's good. You are welcome. And thank you so much to 95 River for having me and helping me make more friends. I love you all.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.